Did you know that homegrown peas can be up to 10 times sweeter than store-bought varieties? In fact, studies show that fresh peas lose their sweetness within hours of being harvested. If you want to enjoy the freshest, most flavorful peas right from your garden, stick around. In this video, I'll share essential tips and tricks to help you grow a bountiful pea crop, ensuring you never have to settle for bland, store-bought peas again. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into the wonderful world of pea cultivation. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, growing peas can be a rewarding experience. Let's get started. First off, why should you consider growing peas? They're not only delicious and versatile in the kitchen, but they're also packed with nutrients. Plus, they're a great crop for improving soil health. Let's talk about the types of peas you can grow. First off, why should you consider growing peas? Let's explore some compelling reasons. 1. Nutritional benefits. Peas are a powerhouse of nutrition. They are rich in vitamins A, C, and K, as well as essential minerals like iron and magnesium. Plus, they're a great source of plant-based protein and fiber, making them an excellent addition to a healthy diet. 2. Versatility in cooking. Peas are incredibly versatile. You can enjoy them fresh, frozen, or dried. They can be added to salads, soups, stir-fries, and pasta dishes, or even blended into smoothies for a nutrient boost. Their sweet flavor and vibrant color can enhance any meal. 3. Soil health improvement. Peas are legumes, which means they have a unique ability to fix nitrogen in the soil. This process enriches the soil, making it more fertile for future crops. By growing peas, you're not just benefiting yourself, you're also improving the health of your garden for years to come. 4. Easy to grow. Peas are one of the easiest crops to grow, making them perfect for beginners. They germinate quickly and can thrive in cooler temperatures, which means you can plant them early in the spring or even in the fall. Plus, they don't require a lot of space, making them ideal for small gardens or containers. 5. Pest resistance. Peas are relatively pest-resistant compared to other crops. Their growth habit and the fact that they're often planted early in the season help them avoid many common garden pests. This means less time worrying about pests and more time enjoying your garden. 6. Sustainable gardening. Growing your own peas contributes to sustainable gardening practices. By cultivating your own food, you reduce your carbon footprint and reliance on store-bought produce, which often comes with packaging and transportation emissions. 7. Family fun. Finally, growing peas can be a fun family activity. Kids love to help plant seeds, watch them grow, and, of course, enjoy the delicious harvest. It's a great way to teach them about gardening, nutrition, and the importance of eating fresh, homegrown food. Now that we've covered why you should grow peas, let's dive into the different types of peas you can cultivate. Each type has its unique characteristics and uses, so let's explore them in detail. 1. Snap peas. Description: snap peas are a delightful hybrid between snow peas and garden peas. They have a sweet flavor and a crisp texture, making them perfect for snacking. Harvesting: you can eat both the pods and the peas inside, and they're best harvested when the pods are plump but still tender. Uses: enjoy them raw in salads, stir-fried, or steamed as a side dish. They're also great for adding a crunchy element to various recipes. 2. Snow peas. Description: snow peas are flat and have a tender pod that is edible. They are harvested before the peas inside fully develop, giving them a unique, sweet flavor. Harvesting: pick them when the pods are still flat and bright green, usually about 2 to 3 inches long. Uses: snow peas are commonly used in Asian cuisine, especially in stir-fries and salads. Their crisp texture adds a refreshing crunch to dishes. 3. Garden peas, or shelling peas. Description: garden peas are the classic variety that most people think of when they hear peas. They are round and sweet, but the pods are not edible. Harvesting: these peas are best harvested when the pods are full and round, but before they become tough. You'll need to shell them to enjoy the sweet peas inside. Uses: garden peas are perfect for soups, stews, and casseroles. They can also be mashed Description: dried peas are harvested when fully mature and then dried for storage. They come in varieties like green and yellow peas. Harvesting: allow the pods to dry on the plant before harvesting. Once dried, the peas can be stored for long periods. Now that we've discussed the types of peas, let's get into the nitty-gritty of planting them. Proper planting is crucial for a successful pea harvest, so here's what you need to know. 1. Timing. Peas thrive in cooler weather, so the best time to plant them is in early spring, about 4 to 6 weeks before the last expected frost. In some regions, you can even plant them in late summer for a fall harvest. Check your local frost dates to determine the best planting time. 2. Soil preparation. Peas prefer well-draining, loamy soil with a pH between 6.0 and 7.0. Before planting, amend your soil with compost or well-rotted manure to improve fertility and drainage. This will provide the nutrients your peas need to grow strong. 3. Planting depth and spacing. Plant pea seeds about 1 to 2 inches deep and space them 2 to 4 inches apart in rows that are 18 to 24 inches apart. If you're planting in a container, ensure it's at least 12 inches deep to accommodate the root system. 4. Watering. After planting, water the seeds gently but thoroughly to help them germinate. Keep the soil consistently moist, but not waterlogged. Once the plants are established, they can tolerate some drought, but regular watering will promote better growth and yield. 5. Support structures. Depending on the variety, some peas may need support as they grow. Peas and climbing varieties benefit from trellises, stakes, or netting. Install these supports at the time of planting to avoid disturbing the roots later. 6. Mulching. Applying a layer of mulch around your pea plants can help retain moisture, suppress weeds, and regulate soil temperature. Organic mulches like straw or shredded leaves work well and will break down over time, adding nutrients back into the soil. 7. Companion planting. Consider planting peas alongside compatible crops like carrots, radishes, or cucumbers. These companions can help deter pests and improve overall garden health. Just be sure to avoid planting peas near them. 8. Fertilization. Peas are nitrogen-fixing plants, meaning they can take nitrogen from the air and convert it into a form that plants can use. Because of this, they generally don't require heavy fertilization. However, a light application of a balanced fertilizer at planting can help boost initial growth, especially if your soil is low in nutrients. 9. Pest and disease management. Keep an eye out for common pests like aphids, pea weevils, and spider mites. You can manage these pests by introducing beneficial insects like ladybugs or using insecticidal soap if necessary. Additionally, ensure good air circulation around your plants to prevent diseases like powdery mildew. 10. Thinning. Once your pea plants have grown a few inches tall, thin them out if they are too crowded. This will allow for better air circulation and reduce competition for nutrients. Aim for the recommended spacing of 2 to 4 inches between plants. 11. Harvesting. As your peas grow, keep an eye on them for harvesting. Snap still tender, while garden peas should be harvested when the pods are full but before they start to turn yellow. Regular harvesting encourages the plants to produce more pods. Planting peas is a rewarding experience that can yield delicious results. With the right timing, soil preparation, and care, you'll be on your way to enjoying fresh peas straight from your garden. Now that your peas are planted, let's talk about how to care for them to ensure a healthy and productive crop. Proper maintenance is key to maximizing your yield and keeping your plants thriving. 1. Watering. Consistent moisture is essential for pea plants, especially during their flowering and pod setting stages. Aim to provide about 1 inch of water per week, either through rainfall or supplemental watering. Water deeply to encourage strong root development, but avoid overhead watering to minimize the risk of fungal diseases. 2. Mulching. As mentioned earlier, applying a layer of mulch around your pea plants can help retain soil moisture and suppress weeds. Organic mulches like straw, grass clippings, or shredded leaves not only provide these benefits but also break down over time, enriching the soil. 3. Weed control. Weeds can compete with your pea plants for nutrients and water. Regularly check your garden for weeds and remove them by hand or with a hoe. Be careful not to disturb the roots of your pea plants while weeding. 4. Fertilization. While peas are nitrogen-fixing and generally don't require heavy fertilization, you can apply a light dose of a balanced fertilizer or compost tea if you notice slow growth or yellowing leaves. Avoid high nitrogen fertilizers, as they can promote leaf growth at the expense of pod production. 5. Pest management. Keep an eye out for pests. Regularly inspect the undersides of leaves for signs of pests and take action promptly to prevent infestations. 6. Disease prevention. To prevent diseases such as powdery mildew, ensure good air circulation around your plants by spacing them properly and avoiding overcrowding. If you notice any diseased plants, remove them immediately to prevent the spread of infection. 7. Supporting your plants. As your pea plants grow, they may need additional support. If you haven't already set up trellises or stakes, do so carefully to avoid disturbing the roots. Peas naturally climb, so providing them with a sturdy support. Use trellises, netting, or even simple stakes to help your pea plants climb. This not only keeps the plants upright but also improves air circulation and makes harvesting easier. Be sure to check the support regularly and adjust as needed to accommodate the growing plants. 8. Pruning. While peas generally don't require much pruning, you can remove any yellowing or damaged leaves to promote better airflow and reduce the risk of disease. This also helps the plant focus its energy on producing healthy pods. 9. Monitoring growth. Regularly check your plants for signs of stress, such as wilting, discoloration, or stunted growth. Keeping a close eye on your plants will help you catch any issues early and take corrective action. 10. Harvesting. As your peas mature, be sure to harvest them regularly. For snap and snow peas, pick them when they are plump but still tender. For garden peas, wait until the pods are full, but before they start to yellow. Regular harvesting encourages the plants to produce more pods, extending your harvest season. 11. As well. Snow peas are best enjoyed when they are still tender and sweet. For garden peas, wait until the pods are full and round but before they start to turn yellow. This usually occurs about 60 to 70 days after planting, depending on the variety. The peas inside should be sweet and firm. 2. How to harvest. Use your fingers to gently pinch the stem just above the pod to avoid damaging the plant. If the pods are particularly tough, you can use scissors or garden shears to cut them off. Be careful not to pull too hard, as this can disturb the roots of the plant. Harvest in the morning when the temperatures are cooler, as this helps preserve the sweetness and crispness of the peas. 3. Storing your harvest. Freshly harvested peas are best enjoyed right away, but if you need to store them, keep them in a breathable container in the refrigerator. Avoid washing them until you're ready to use them, as moisture can lead to spoilage. For longer storage, consider blanching your peas in boiling water for a couple of minutes, then plunging them into ice water to stop the cooking process. After they cool, drain and freeze them in airtight bags. This method preserves their flavor and nutrients. 4. Encouraging continued production. Regular harvesting is key to encouraging your pea plants to produce more pods. The more you pick, the more the plants will focus their energy on. To wrap up our guide on growing peas, let's go over some essential tips for success that will help you maximize your yield and enjoy a thriving pea garden. 1. As well. Snow peas are best enjoyed when they are still tender and sweet. For garden peas, wait until the pods are full and round but before they start to turn yellow. This usually occurs about 60 to 70 days after planting, depending on the variety. The peas inside should be sweet and firm. 2. How to harvest. Use your fingers to gently pinch the stem just above the pod to avoid damaging the plant. If the pods are particularly tough, you can use scissors or garden shears to cut them off. Be careful not to pull too hard, as this can disturb the roots of the plant. Harvest in the morning when the temperatures are cooler, as this helps preserve the sweetness and crispness of the peas. 3. Storing your harvest. Freshly harvested peas are best enjoyed right away, but if you need to store them, keep them in a breathable container in the refrigerator. Avoid washing them until you're ready to use them, as moisture can lead to spoilage. For longer storage, consider blanching your peas in boiling water for a couple of minutes, then plunging them into ice water to stop the cooking process. After they cool, drain and freeze them in airtight bags. This method preserves their flavor and nutrients. 4. Encouraging continued production. Regular harvesting is key to encouraging your pea plants to produce more pods. The more you pick, the more the plants will focus their energy on. To wrap up our guide on growing peas, let's go over some essential tips for success that will help you maximize your yield and enjoy a thriving pea garden. 1. Choose the right variety. Selecting the right pea variety for your climate and growing conditions is crucial. Some varieties are better suited for cooler climates, while others thrive in warmer temperatures. Research and choose varieties that are known to perform well in your area. 2. Soil preparation. Peas prefer well-draining, loamy soil rich in organic matter. Before planting, amend your soil with compost or well-rotted manure to improve fertility and drainage. A soil pH of 6.0 to 7.0 is ideal for optimal growth. 3. Planting depth and spacing. Plant your pea seeds about 1 to 2 inches deep and space them 2 to 4 inches apart. This allows for good air circulation and reduces competition for nutrients. If you're planting in rows, space the rows about 18 to 24 inches apart to make it easier to access the plants for maintenance and harvesting. 4. Watering wisely. Consistent moisture is key, especially during germination and flowering. Water your peas deeply but infrequently to encourage deep root growth. Avoid overhead watering to reduce the risk of fungal diseases. Instead, water at the base of the plants. 5. Mulching. Applying a layer of organic mulch around your pea plants can help retain soil moisture, suppress weeds, and regulate soil temperature. Straw, grass clippings, or shredded leaves work well as mulch materials. 6. Companion planting. Consider planting peas alongside compatible crops like carrots, radishes, or turnips. These plants can benefit from the nitrogen fixed by the pea plants, while also helping to deter pests. 7. Pest and disease management. Keep an eye out for common pests like aphids and pea weevils. Introduce beneficial insects like ladybugs to help control pest populations naturally. Additionally, practice crop rotation each year to minimize the risk of soil-borne diseases. 8. Fertilization, continued. While peas are nitrogen-fixing plants and generally require less fertilizer, a light application of a balanced fertilizer at planting can help boost initial growth. Avoid high-nitrogen fertilizers, as they can lead to excessive foliage growth at the expense of pod production. 9. Support structures. If you're growing climbing varieties of peas, provide adequate support with trellises, stakes, or netting. This not only helps the plants grow upright, making harvesting easier, but also improves air circulation and reduces the risk of disease. 10. Regular monitoring. Keep a close eye on your plants for any signs of stress, pests, or diseases. Early detection is key to managing issues before they become serious problems. Regularly check the leaves and stems for any unusual spots or discoloration. 11. Harvesting at the right time. As mentioned earlier, timing your harvest is crucial for flavor and texture. Regularly check your plants and harvest peas as soon as they reach the desired size. This encourages the plants to produce more pods. 12. Enjoying your harvest. Fresh peas are best enjoyed right after harvesting. Consider incorporating them into salads, stir-fries, or simply steaming them as a side dish. The sweet, crisp flavor of freshly picked peas is unmatched. 13. Learn and adapt. Every gardening season is a learning experience. Take notes on what worked well and what didn't, and adjust your practices for the next planting. Engaging with local gardening communities or online forums can also provide valuable insights and tips. By following these tips, you'll be well on your way to a successful pea harvest. Remember, gardening is as much about patience and observation as it is about technique. Happy gardening! And there you have it. With these tips, you'll be well on your way to a bountiful pea harvest. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more gardening tips. What are you planning to grow next? Let me know in the comments below. Happy gardening, and see you next time.